All right, another Sunday. Thank you very much. Welcome, all of you that are tuning in to this particular channel. Really appreciate each one of you. And I want to do today just a quick update again of the numbers of the week, which are very exciting. And I'd like to share that with you right away, what we've been able to achieve in the last 1 week. And of course, the last 1 month, the last 1 year. The numbers are quite encouraging. So let me just get in onto that quickly. So again, just like we normally do, I just mentioned that the link again is right here at the top. All right, and the numbers that we are looking at are right here. Again, these are very clear statistics of our trading that is in IC markets, JKKFX, and so on. Those are the details that are right there where these are tracked, and I have the trading privileges, as it were. So let's just look at the numbers here. Again, very good numbers. Let me expand this and be able to see that a bit more clearly. All right. So again, the gain is at 88.99%. Again, that's very interesting. 88.99. That's a very interesting number. Absolute gain is at 76.45. Again, just I've been mentioning, the daily average has improved to now 0.59, almost going to 0.6, which is quite impressive. I think we've been growing our numbers in the last few weeks and so on consistently. The monthly, again, very good, has improved to 18.98. Probably it can continue to improve if we continue to run the numbers as it were. The maximum drawdown that we have experienced on this account has not changed. It's still at 17.41. Currently, we are at slightly above 5% drawdown that we are currently running right now as we look at this. Again, these are statistics that were taken at the close, almost close to the close of business on Friday, and I will refresh this and these numbers will change. But I wanted to keep this so that you can see what we've been able to achieve in the last, at close of business on Friday. And it is for Friday alone, we did 1.15%. For the whole week, we did 7.11. And I think this is the highest we have ever achieved on a single week. All right. Again, the month of April, we are already at 11.38%. And I think this is monumental. Very good number. Yes, we have done slightly less than 2 weeks. All right. Because we began on the Tuesday of the previous week, plus the whole of this week that we are closing now. And therefore, the year as we closed was at 84.19. But if I refresh now these numbers, you will actually see slight differences. So I'm just refreshing these numbers, and then you can be able to see. Again, that shows the exact, let me change this, just 1 second. So when I refresh this, this is how the numbers are looking like. Again, let me just do this. Again, let me just expand this. Again, the drawdown, yes, in fact, it's actually slightly higher. We closed at the higher drawdown of slightly above 7%, less than 8%, all right? And that's the current trades that we are running. Again, just because I've refreshed, you can actually see the day and the week has been cleared, but the month, very good number there, 11.51, and the year is 84.40. Now we are talking, this 84% is what we've achieved for the month, the 3 months, all right? Plus now 2 weeks of April. So January, February, March, and 2 weeks of April. And we are at 84%. We are just about, probably will be able to double this account by probably end of May, which is quite impressive in my own standards, what we are looking at. So again, this is what I wanted to share with you this week. These are the trades that are currently running, all right, that is causing us that, but we most likely will close them by Sunday, all right, before Monday morning. All right, we'll see what happens in the Asian session, whether we will be able to close those particular trades. Basically, it's on AUD CAD, pound against US dollar, and NZD, JPY, and one trade for CHF against Japanese yen. All right, so these are the growths that we are having. The month of January, 12.53. The month of February, 19.03. The month of March, 23.46. And this April, we are already at 11.51. Again, to check the different currencies that I'm trading. Currently, these are the currencies that I'm trading with. Pound against US dollar, Swiss franc against Japanese yen, Australian dollar against New Zealand dollar, and Australian dollar against Canadian dollar. I had mentioned that I will probably have a relook at these two because I have a common currency there, that's AUD. I want to see what I will be able to do and replace that with another pair of currencies so that I don't have correlating currencies or similar currencies, because then that increases my risk with respect to that particular currency. So those are the numbers that we are having with respect to that. Again, probably just want to show you from trading view, all right, what really caused that particular movement. We had very huge movements in this month, and you can see this is actually pound against dollar on trading view. And if you see, basically the movements that this currency has been having are more consistent all this time till around this point where you can see very huge swings. And these swings take several days, and those several days can actually put a lot of strain on the system. So, and that is in fact the reason why we are currently running a high drawdown, is because of this move that happened here. And basically all of you are aware these are caused by these particular changes here were caused by the tariffs that Trump issued. All right, so every time he makes a particular change to those tariffs, the movements are very drastic. But under normal circumstance, in this kind of trading period here, we should not have any problem. We always experience problems when there is such huge movements in a particular direction that are sustained for several days. And that's exactly what's happening here. But yes, the system is able to actually handle such movements. And so we'll learn to see exactly what will happen come Monday morning, and we will be able to see what we'll do with respect to that. So without much ado, probably I just want to highlight the specific principles behind this particular trading strategy. Just a refresher, because I've mentioned this on an earlier video, and you can check on my earlier videos that I actually talked about this particular principle. So first of all, this particular system uses current price, all right, or what we normally call price action. And basically that principle is hinged on the idea that the current price is kind of the true price, all right? And prices tend to oscillate around the current price, all right? So if there is any deviation from the current price, then the market will finally at some point correct and come back towards the current price. And so therefore, any deviation from the current price, we sell if it's going higher. And if it's going down, we buy because we think that the price will come back towards the current price. All right, so apart from the current price that this particular system uses, is what we normally refer, of course, as time instead of using indicators. This system does not use indicators. It basically uses time, and basically we are looking at the trading sessions of the different currencies, whether it's the London session, the Asian session, and the New York session. Those are the main three time buckets that this particular system uses, and so it places trades on those particular trading sessions to trade. The third principle is the dollar cost average. The dollar cost average that it uses, and basically meaning that it adds on to existing trades till the market makes a turning point and you take profit. So again, dollar cost average is a very powerful principle. It makes sure that you are always nearer your take profit, and you make more profit when you have made more trades in a particular direction. The last one, which is a very powerful one, of course, is the martingale principle. And this one is only used as a last resort. So those are the things that I just wanted to mention. As I mentioned, these are already covered in an earlier video, but I may actually focus on this and train on these particular principles going forward, on why this particular trading system is such a very powerful concept in how it trades. What I just want to be able to mention here as I close is that this particular system is actually available for you to be able to take advantage of by way of what we call copy trading. All right, and it's available at jkk.signalstart.com, and you can actually go there and have a look for yourself. Probably I could just show you that particular system here. Let me see if I can get it running quickly just before we end this particular show. Let me see whether that is possible right there. Okay, yeah, so this is the system. Let me see whether it's actually showing right here. Yes, it's actually showing. So this is actually where you can actually copy, and it has all the statistics that we have been looking at. All right, you can see there for December, you can see for January, you can see all these statistics that are happening. So you can actually get onto this particular signal start and so on, and you can copy it. Again, it's actually ranked number 31 among all the copying whatever, which is very impressive given that I just started placing this on this particular website. Again, you can see the cost there, and you can actually lower this cost by signing up under my ICE Markets link, and you will get 30% discount on this particular price. So again, thank you very much, everyone. I just want to wish you a nice weekend. And let's see what will happen as we begin our trading sessions again on Monday. Really wish you well. God bless you, and see you next time.